Greetings from the beautiful Horseshoe Lake in Arkansas. This is my review. Enjoy. I'm Ashley Benbow-Scarborough. Here to discuss the both influential and inspiring sport film called
Prefontaine.
Steve Prefontaine is a long-distance runner from Coos Bay, Oregon. In the film, Steve is portrayed as both highly motivated and extremely driven to reach his goal of Olympic gold. Steve held every record between 2,000 and 10,000 meters while he was at the University of Oregon, a feat that has never been equaled. This kind of success begs the question, how does one achieve such glory? And you do so by setting goals. And that is my mental skill that I'm focused on in this film. In sport and exercise psychology, goals have been viewed as either focused on outcome, performance, or process. And in this case, Steve Prefontaine is focused on an outcome goal.
The Munich Olympics 4 years from now, I'm gonna be there.
In Munich.
Relax, Alfredo. Let the boy dream.
In Germany.
I'm going and nobody's gonna stop me.
At that point in Steve Prefontaine's young life, he was only focused on an outcome goal of winning the Olympic gold. Now, let's take a look at process goals.
I'm gonna run at 3:49 here by my junior year.
That's 2 seconds under Ryan's world record. How you gonna do that, Roux?
I'm gonna run 3 seconds faster every year.
That was a performance goal because it's focused on achieving a performance standard that's independent of other competitors. It's just Steve and his own personal goal to take 3 seconds off of his individual personal time each year. Performance goals tend to be more flexible than outcome goals, and they give the athlete more control.
I need a new race plan.
Relax, Roux.
God damn it, Bill, I'm serious.
Look, if you were running the 400 against Veer, we could all join hands about it now and have a good cry. You're running the 5,000. Listen to me, Roux. On Saturday, his posse won't mean squat. Bedford will go out fast and you'll stay right on his butt. By the time you get ready to take over, Veeran's legs will be crap. The only kick he'll have left is the one you give him in the ass on your way by.
In that scene, Steve and his coaches were discussing a process goal. According to our sport and exercise psychology literature, a process goal is an action an individual must engage in during their performance in order to perform well. These types of goals are particularly effective, according to research, because they improve the athlete's self-efficacy, they reduce anxiety, and they build the athlete's confidence, which is clearly what Steve Prefontaine needed in this scene. For many years, athletes have been practicing or rehearsing their motor skills inside their head. This is a skill called imagery. Imagery is a very helpful skill when trying to achieve your goals. Let's take a look at Steve Prefontaine using imagery.
I'll be coming down that backstretch, burning all 8 cylinders. A world record in my hand, blowing past all the competition. The crowd cheering me on.
So in that scene, we saw Steve Prefontaine telling his girlfriend, Laurel Holloman, that he would like to bring home the gold. He would like to have a world record in his hand. And it's a very good scene about imagery because that is how athletes imagine what they would like to achieve. It's not always in a locker room alone with your headphones on in the zone, but sometimes it's talking with the people that we love, and in this case it was his girlfriend, and he was really sharing a passion with her. And so now let's see Steve try to fulfill his dreams in the '72 Olympics at Munich. Take a look. As you can see from the clip, Steve Prefontaine did not reach his goal of Olympic gold. He actually ranked 4th that year in Munich, and he pledged to be back the following years in Montreal, but tragically, Steve Prefontaine died in a car crash when he was 24 years old. I guess in this case it was true, the good do die young. Check out this scene and you'll understand the impact that Steve Prefontaine would have on the future.
No sports medicine, no training facilities. After college, our best amateur athletes are put out to pasture and forgotten about until the Olympics. And then you guys, and America, wants to know where are the gold medals? I'm not a greedy athlete looking for a handout. I just turned down a lot of money to chase the gold in Montreal. All I want, all we want, is a fighting chance to fulfill our dreams.
The impact that Steve Prefontaine would have on the future of running in sports is remarkable. Not only was he the first athlete to ever hold 4 consecutive NCAA titles in the same event, he also was the first athlete ever signed by the Nike company. They gave him $5,000 in 1974. Steve was an activist and a reformer who challenged the American Athletic Union and brought about change to the way amateur athletes are treated to this day. People still admire and look up to Steve Prefontaine. In summary, we talked and discussed a lot of different topics in the movie Prefontaine, but we were focusing on goal setting and some mental skills that help with goal setting, such as imagery. This is a great film. I couldn't recommend it more. Jared Leto is the lead actor. He plays Steve Prefontaine, and his girlfriend is played by Laurel Holloman, who is another one of my favorite actresses. She does a really amazing job in the film as well. And Steve's coach, Bill Bowerman, is also a really well-known actor and an amazing actor. And I really think that you will enjoy this and find it relevant to almost everything we talk about in our class. And I hope that you will recommend this movie to other people as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed my movie review of Prefontaine. This movie can be found on Netflix, and it's really enjoyable. One thing about Steve he will be remembered as, if you watch the film, they speak with his friends and family afterwards, and what they all say is that Steve Prefontaine made them better people, better athletes. He had an ability to make people want to achieve more, to push themselves farther than they've ever been pushed, because he was pushing himself farther than he thought he could be pushed. And that kind of inspiration and that kind of passion comes around once in a while, so you really have to hone in on these people and enjoy them. And that brings me to the end of my review and some outtakes that I added because this has been a fun process and I hope you enjoy them. Each year he would like to build. Here we saw Steve Prefontaine that he say. Well, I hope you enjoyed my Steve Prefontaine saying that he wants to take 3 seconds off of his time each year. Really? And highly motivated to reach his goal of Olympic gold. Really?